Finding solutions algebraically for inequalities. This is very similar to what we did for finding solutions algebraically with equations, except the only difference this time, instead of an equal sign for an equation, we have an inequality sign to represent our inequality. So notes are up here in case you ever want to refer back to them. But basically, we're going to take a test point. So in this case, 0, 0. We're going to use the inequality that's given. We're going to plug that point into the inequality to see if it makes a true statement or not. If it makes a true statement, it'll be a solution. If it does not make a true statement, it is not a solution. So to start off with, I have a couple problems that we'll do in this first section, and then I'll do a problem with you in the second section. We're given this inequality. Y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 4. Is this point a solution? Okay, negative 2, 1. Now this is x comma y because it's a point. So my x is a negative 2 and my y is a 1. I'm going to take those values and plug it into the inequality. So y is 1 is greater than or equal to 2x, x is negative 2, minus 4. Okay, and then from here I can just solve. 1 is greater than or equal to negative 4 minus 4. 1 is greater than or equal to negative 8. If you struggle with which one's bigger, you can always think of it as money. So is $1 greater than or equal to owing somebody $8? So negative $8. Well, it's better to have $1. So yes, this is a true statement. So that means that this point is a solution. Let's look at what it looks like if it's not a solution. So for this third one on this same inequality, is 3, negative 7 a solution? So again, here's my x, here's my y. X equals 3, y equals negative 7. I'll plug that into my inequality. So y, negative 7, greater than or equal to 2x, x is 3, minus 4. Negative 7 will multiply minus 4, negative 7, greater than or equal to 2. Okay, is owing somebody negative $7 greater than having $2? No. So this means that this point is not a solution. And if you're trying to understand what this would look like visually, that means that this point would not be in the solution area for an inequality. And we'll look at that in the next coming lessons. We'll look at, okay, where do solutions lie on the graph? Okay, then let's do this next one over here because this one always tricks students up a little bit. So we're given a new inequality. Y is greater than negative 4x plus 3. So here's our x value and our y value. X is 1, y is negative 1. So negative 1 is greater than negative 4x. X is 1 plus 3. Negative 1 is greater than negative 4 plus 3. So we get negative 1 is greater than negative 1. Well, you need to think about this one carefully because just looking at it, I'm going to assume that most students are going to be like, yep, solution. Okay, but negative 1 is it greater than negative 1? If I owed somebody $1 and somebody else owes you $1, do I owe you more money than them? No. We each owe you $1. So these two are equal numbers. But in this inequality, this symbol is not signifying that they're equal. It's strictly greater than. So for this one, it is not a solution. Okay, so try the other three on your own. If you need to pause the video, you can. Otherwise, we're going to move on to this next part for a system of inequalities. It's just two or more inequalities. And in a system, So in this case, we'll just look at 2. Both must be true in order to be a solution. Okay, so we're given 2 inequalities right here. And is 5, -6 a solution to this inequality? So my x is 5, my y is -6. I'll first plug it into the first inequality. So y, which is -6, greater than or equal to -10 times 5 plus 3. And then we'll do the math. So -6 greater than or equal to -50 plus 3. -6 greater than or equal to -47. Is -6 greater than -47? Again, if you need to think of it as money, let's do that. Is -$6, well, I guess this one's not so good. Okay, let's think of this as temperature. Okay, is -6 degrees greater than -47 degrees? Would you rather it be, if you don't like the cold, would you rather it be -6 or -47 degrees outside? Which one is the warmer temperature? -6 is the warmer temperature. So this one is a true statement. It works. So that means it's a solution. Now we also have to check it in this y is less than or equal to x minus 8. We have to check both of them. Okay? So we'll plug in y, -6, greater than or less than or equal to x, which is 5 minus 8. So -6 less than or equal to -3. Again, since they're both negatives, I think it's a little bit easier to look at it as degrees, temperature. Is -6 degrees colder or less than -3 degrees? Yes, it is. So solution. Okay, now, since both of these are true, they're solutions, that means that yes, 5, -6 is a solution to this system of inequalities. Okay, so I'm looking for this as your answer, okay? Now, let's look at one that would not be a solution. So we have the point 5, 4. Is it a solution? So x is 5, y is 4. I'll plug them into both of these inequalities to see if it is a solution or not a solution. So we have y, which is 4, is less than or is greater than or equal to -10x. X is 5 minus plus 3. So 4 is greater than or equal to -50 plus 3. 4 is greater than or equal to -47. This makes a true statement, so it is a solution. Okay, let's look at the other inequality. Okay, again, x and y are the same, so we'll plug in y, which is 4, is less than or equal to x, which is 5 minus 8. So 4 is less than or equal to -3. That is not true, so that means it's not a solution. So since we have one solution and one not a solution, overall, the point 5, 4 is not a solution to this system. Okay, so I did that one for you, or with you, I should say. Go ahead and try that last one.